Hi everyone, this video tutorial is about insertion sort. Suppose you have a list of numbers that you need to sort in ascending order. For that, you can use insertion sort. According to insertion sort, we first take the second element. The reason for starting with the second element is that there is no other element to compare with the first one. So we consider the first element as already sorted. Next, we compare the second element with the first element. If the first element is larger than the second, we place the second element in the correct position. Now, the left side is sorted. From this point onwards, the portion of the array to the left of the current element is considered a sorted array. Then, we take the third element and compare it with the elements on the left side. We place the element in the correct position. Now, the first three elements are sorted. Next, we take the fourth element and compare it with the elements on the left side and place it in the correct position. Now, the left side has 4 elements sorted correctly. Finally, we take the fifth element, which is the last element in my example, and compare it with the elements on the left side. We find the correct position for the fifth element and insert it there. Now, the array is fully sorted with all 5 elements in ascending order. This is the concept of insertion sort. In the next section, I'll explain how to implement this in code. I'll be using JavaScript for the implementation. Let's take the same example. Here, the array variable contains the array and a for loop is created to iterate over the elements of the array. As you know, in insertion sort, we start with the second element. So in the for loop, there are 4 iterations starting from the second index, which is index 1. Don't confuse index with elements. Index 1 means the second element. We define a variable current to store the value we are going to compare with the values on the left side. In the first iteration, this will be the second element. Now I will explain step by step how this code works to sort the array in ascending order using insertion sort. In the first iteration, I is 1. The current value is the second element and j is 0. J is 0 means it holds the index of the element before the current element. Now, we have a while loop with 2 conditions. J should be greater than or equal to 0 so that we don't go out of array bounds. And the next condition is array index j, the element before the current element, should be greater than the current element. Since we are sorting in ascending order, the position swapping happens only when the previous element is greater than the current element. In this case, 9 is larger, so we enter the while loop. We copy the element at index 0 to the second element's position, then decrement j. Now, j becomes -1 and we exit the while loop. We then place the current value in the j plus 1 position, which is index 0. Effectively swapping the first element. In the second iteration, I is 2, the current value is 5 and j is 1. Let's check the conditions in the while loop. They are true as 9 is greater than 5 and j is greater than or equal to 0. So we copy the elements at index 1 to the next position. Then decrement j. Now we check the conditions again, but 1 is not greater than 5, so we exit the loop and place the current value in the j plus 1 position. In the third iteration, the current value is 7 and j is 2. We check the conditions and they are true, so we copy the value at j to the next position and decrement j. On checking again, the conditions fail, so we exit the loop and place the current value in the j plus 1 position. In the fourth iteration, the current value is 2 and j is 3. We check the conditions in the while loop and they are true. We copy the value at j to the next position, decrement j, and check the conditions again. They are still true because 7 is also greater than 2, so we copy the value again. J is decremented and we continue checking the conditions. Now 5 is greater than 2. So we copy the value again. Finally, j becomes 0. So now we check the conditions in the while loop again, and now they are false. So we place the current value in the j plus 1 position, which is index 1. Now you can see the array is sorted in ascending order. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.